The twin suns were low on the horizon, casting long orange shadows across the cragged plains of Virellia. Winds howled through the rock spires like ancient spirits mourning the dead. Mira trudged across the dust-blown path, her scarf wrapped tightly around her mouth and goggles shielding her eyes. Her boots crunched on the bone-dry soil, each step heavy from exhaustion. She'd been mapping mineral lines for the Outpost Survey Corps, alone for 3 weeks now. Her flask jostled at her hip, the last of her filtered spring water inside. Enough for a day, maybe 2, if she rationed carefully. Out here, that could mean the difference between survival and a quiet death under alien stars. Mira was rounding a jagged outcrop when she saw him, slumped against a boulder, body half buried in wind-blown grit. At first she thought it was a corpse, another wanderer lost to the Virelian wilds. But then the figure twitched. She rushed forward, dropping to her knees beside him. He was human. Or close enough. Ripped flight suit, blood crusting his side, skin pale and dry like cracked leather. His lips moved, whispering sounds she couldn't quite make out. "Hey," she said, tapping his cheek. "Hey, stay with me." He blinked slowly, eyes too bright a green to be natural. Mira fumbled at her belt and pulled free the flask. She hesitated, she barely had enough for herself, but pushed the thought away. She tilted it to his lips. He drank greedily, hands trembling as he grasped the flask. She let him take it, watching his color return, not exactly healthy, but something else. His veins darkened, almost glowing faintly beneath the skin. Strange, she thought. The water must be reacting with something in his system. A drug. A virus. He gasped, coughing, then finally looked at her. "You saved me," he said, voice hoarse and tinged with an accent she couldn't place. "I wasn't going to leave you out here," she replied. "What's your name?" He looked confused for a moment. "Kael," he said slowly. "I think." "You think?" she echoed. He started to sit up, wincing. "I don't remember how I got here. Just heat, pain, then you." Mira glanced over his body again. The gash on his side had sealed. Not scabbed. Sealed. Smooth, like there had never been a wound at all. "That's not normal," she murmured. He followed her gaze and touched his side. His expression shifted, not to panic, but curiosity. "I don't feel human anymore," he whispered. They set up camp in a nearby rock alcove as night fell. Kael insisted on helping despite Mira's protests. His strength returned too quickly. His movements had a grace that wasn't there before. He didn't eat, only sipped more from the flask when she offered it again. "Tell me again about the water," he asked as they sat by the small solar lamp. "It's from the spring beneath the outpost. Deep filtered. Purified with local minerals. I drink it every day." "Then why am I changing, and you're not?" Mira didn't have an answer. By morning, Kael's eyes had turned fully green, no whites left. He was faster than before, stronger too. When she tripped over a loose stone, he caught her arm before she hit the ground, faster than a reflex. "I feel everything," he murmured. "The wind in my skin. The hum of your blood. The stars above even when I close my eyes." Mira backed away. "That's not normal, Kael. We need to get you to Outpost 7. There's a med bay." He smiled, but it was tight. "What if they don't see me as worth saving?" "They will," she insisted, though doubt crept in. "You're still human." He cut in. "I don't think I am." On the 3rd day, Kael didn't sleep. Mira awoke to find him staring at the sky, unblinking. "I remember now," he said. "I wasn't born. I was made. Crashed here weeks ago. Escaped containment." "Containment?" she asked, heart pounding. "I'm a prototype. A hybrid. grown in labs on Corvan 4. They tried to splice adaptive DNA with a human base, using nanofluids powered by mineral-reactive water like yours. Mira froze. You're saying the water activated it? It bonded me to the world, he said. To everything. Without it, I would have died. With it, I became what they designed me to be. She shook her head. That's insane. I'm not dangerous, he said softly. But I'm not what you are anymore. They were a day from Outpost 7 when the scout drones found them. Kael turned to run. Mira grabbed his arm. No. If they scan you as a threat. I am a threat, Mira, he snapped. Not to you. But to the people who made me. Who want me dead. The drones hovered closer, scanners humming. Mira stepped in front of him, arms raised. This is Surveyor Mira Tesh, she shouted. Stand down. He's injured. I'm escorting him to med bay. There was a pause. A mechanical voice replied. Subject Kael 47 identified. Biostatus. Aberrant. Order, terminate. No. Mira screamed. Kael didn't hesitate. In a blur of movement, he knocked Mira aside and launched himself at the drones. They opened fire, energy beams slicing through the air, but he moved like liquid light. In seconds, the drones were wreckage, burning in the dust. Mira crawled to her feet, staring. Kael stood among the wreckage, glowing faintly under his skin, breathing hard. I can't come with you, he said. You saved me, she whispered. I owe you more than my life, he said. But if I go with you, they'll keep coming. I have to disappear. Mira stepped toward him. Where will you go? Where I can't hurt anyone, he said. But you should go back. You don't belong out here, not like me. I gave you my water, she said. That's not something I give lightly. He smiled. A soft, sad smile. Then I'll carry that part of you with me. Forever. He leaned forward, brushed his lips to her forehead, warm and electric. Then he turned and ran toward the distant cliffs, vanishing into the golden haze. Weeks passed. Mira returned to Outpost 7. They questioned her endlessly, scanned her flask, checked her blood. All clean. They never found Kael. Some nights, Mira sat beneath the twin moons and looked to the cliffs where he vanished. She could still feel his presence, not just in memory, but in the very air. Like the world itself had absorbed him. One evening, her new flask ran dry. She reached for her old one, the one Kael had drunk from, and unscrewed the cap. The water shimmered faintly. She hesitated, then smiled, and drank.